Well, g'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Another defeat, another poor performance. Now, I didn't stay up and watch the game. I've got to work 7 days a week at the moment, taking a day off for the luxury of watching Tottenham during the middle of the night. It's not something I could do for about 3 more weeks, and then I'll be back to normal. And hopefully by then we'll be playing better. But what I was planning to do was I was planning to ignore the result all day, and then maybe when I get home do a live watch-along delay thing. But I woke up and I thought, nah, bollocks. I'll have a look at the result. And there you go, 3-2. I've watched the extended highlights, and what can you say, man? I mean, for all those people that wanted a bit more Conte ball, for Ange to change, he changed, went to 3 centre-backs. You know, these muppets on the internet and Twitter. Oh, he should play Dragoshin in the third centre-back. Well, there you go. Dragoshin was in the middle of the 3. Not very good. Not very good. I'm starting to get Eric Dyer vibes from Mr. Dragoshin. A bit wants to look cool, wants to look good instead of playing good. Getting nutmegged in a one-on-one situation, not having it. The other thing that Dragoshin frustratingly does is that long ball, which rarely meets its target. But overall, I mean, what can you say? We've carried on where we left off from Tamworth, and then Arsenal, and now it's Everton, and played like pussies, basically. Played like pussies. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. We need a few more sacks about the place. Maddison was out on the wing, crap. Kulu looked, buggered. More injuries, of course, putting us back. Ange is saying that's why he went to the back 3. Bit of a mistake there by Ange. It didn't work at all, and it's all well and good saying we played better in the second half, but when you're 3-0 down, or when a team's 3-0 up at the end of the first half, they are probably going to take their foot off the gas a little bit, and we are going to get more of the ball, and it just wasn't enough. Richarlison going down, rubbing his foot. Get back up, mate. Just get back up. So, and then I saw, and then I had a look at I saw a whole swathe of comments on my last video. I feel like I'm a stranger in a strange land these days, not just with football, but with the bloody world, where our own fans are taking, some of them, I don't know how many it is. I don't know if it's 50%, 70%, 5%. All I know is that proportion of our fans are complete dickheads. I've never experienced anything like it, where people are taking glee and satisfaction in a bad performance and losing a game just so they can say, I was right. People don't really like me in real life, but on the internet, only people care about if you're right or not. I don't give a Billy bollocks about being right or wrong. That's not the point of being a football fan. So, of course, look, being realistic, football is a results game, and you can slice and dice the excuses any way you like, but, I mean, Ange's neck is definitely on the line now, and if the club got rid of him and replaced him, I mean, that's understandable, given the results we've got. I don't think it's a good idea, because I've seen this story before. And we'll get another manager in, and we'll have 6 months of pretty good performances, and then it'll all go to shit again. And then in from 18 months from when the manager takes over, we'll be the same fans that are Ange out now. Will be whoever the new manager is, Billy Bollocksky. I don't know who it's going to be, but they'll be on his case. And I still think when Conte was saying you can change the manager, it's this club, I think he's talking about the fans as well, because I get it, we're hurting and we're suffering, but when fans in the away end shouting at our captain, whether you think he's a good captain or not, whether you think he's playing well or not, son, you fucking wanker. Our own fans, man. Our own fans are doing this. What the hell's going on? It used to be the case, like, I used to go to away matches, and part of it was the whole bloody day. It was the whole day. You're going somewhere you haven't been before, blah, 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 on a train trip, bit of a party atmosphere. And sometimes, because sport's sport, you play like arse. But I've never seen the vitriol from the fans. It's like, you kind of develop a bit of gallows humour when it ain't going your way on the road. It's like, oh, well, and you try and enjoy it the best you can. Whereas now, I don't know, is it because tickets are so expensive and it used to be working class people that could go, now it's aspirational, entitled middle class people. And don't let the fact that they swear their heads off put you off. I've seen enough rich people in my day-to-day life that when things don't go their way, the accent goes, the words come out, they're just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it, I just don't understand it. I think it's fair enough to be critical of players and be critical of a performance, but to be that in your face and booing and jeering and then going online celebrating, Ange out, I told you I was right. I was right all along. I mean, it's just confirmation bias, because these people spout so much bloody shit all the time that once in a blue moon they're going to be right about something. Like I said, that's not the point in being a football fan to me. I think some of it is also it's the same people that crave success because they're sick of I'm sick of other teams bantering us. I'm sick of other fans making fun of us. That's football. If we win the quad, they're still going to make fun of us. I would expect nothing less. And, you know, when I have people that support other teams come on, and chat in my live streams, yeah, there's back and forth because I'll always give it as good as I get. But it's some of the Tottenham fans, they're off the chain with the stupid things they come up with. And we know the fucking source of a lot of this shit. Still and his cronies on Tottenham away, post after post about how shit we are, saying that if you want Ange in, you're an Ange sexual. That's what they're saying. If you support the manager, you want to bum him. That's how, I mean, oh my God, they are just toddlers. It's not even high school level of wit. They're not exactly a bunch of Oscar Wildes, are they? Oh, if you like Ange, you want to bum him, you're an Ange sexual. It's just a football game. Now, I get these comments, unlike those muppets. Please don't confuse the fact that I'm mentioning them to sound like a victim, because I actually don't give a shit what people say about me. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I just find it weird. I think you're a bunch of weirdos if you do that. I think you're a bit weird if you go and watch anything on YouTube and leave a nasty comment. I mean, I watch crap that I don't like all the time and I just go and watch something else. I don't sit there and try and get in their heads like some fucking kindergarten Hannibal Lecter or something like that, because he ain't up to it, folks. You ain't up to it. You can keep trying. And by the way, thanks for all the engagement. You know, keep on coming at me with your filth. I really don't care. All I know is it helps me with the algorithm. So, you know, peace and love to you. But back to football. I mean, Tottenham, I don't know what the bloody hell's going on. More injuries. So Solanke's out for a while. Basuma's out. Bentancur will be back after his head knock. But, I mean, I don't know, man. If we do change managers, which as I said, you know, if that happens, that happens, and we get another manager in, and I'll support the new manager like I do every fucking manager of this club. I don't have a sell-by date. The only exception to that was Conte. In his second season, his head wasn't in it. But Mourinho, Redknapp, Yol, Poch, you know, I mean, people say that these managers need backing. How about the fans back them as well? Because all of those managers I mentioned, they were let go by the club after the fans turned. It's all well and good saying, Levy sacked Mourinho 6 days before a cup final. You asked him. You wanted it. You got it. Same with Poch. I could not believe, because this is before I was watching YouTube and shit, I couldn't believe that a mere few months after we're in a European Cup final, that my mates in London are telling me, yeah, the fans have turned on Poch. And I'm thinking, what? Hasn't he got credit in the bank for that achievement? Nothing? No, they just want him gone. So, you know, you can change the manager, you can change this, you can change that. Our fans just don't. Now, whether it turns out Ange's the right man for the job, who knows, man? I still think he is. But hey, I could be wrong. I'm just some bloke with a beard. What do I know? I just support whoever's in the bloody seat. But it's the 18 months. Everyone's turning. The players looks like half of them aren't putting a shift in now and then. And I would just want, it doesn't matter who's Ange or whatever manager, I just want to plough through this bloody bit and see what's on the other side. Does it get a whole lot worse? Does it recover? I think, like I say, I think Ange has made a couple of mistakes. One, changing the formation this game was ridiculous. Shouldn't have done that. So there you go. 5-man defence don't work. Because if you're shit, it doesn't matter what your formation is. You're shit. You're going to be shit defensively. You're going to be shit going forward. You're just shit. The other thing I think is biting him on the arse is creating a leadership group. A player committee of senior players. I think that's an absolute big, potentially fatal mistake. You have one captain, and maybe there's an understanding of who the captain would be if that player isn't available, if Son or whoever the captain isn't available. You don't need a fucking committee, a shop stewards union of players, because they develop power and they create their own base of influence, and there should not be any influence in that. There should be the manager, there should be the captain, and that's it. That's it. But he's made a rod for his own bat as Ange with that one, and you know, if Ange does leave and we get another manager, I don't want to see this shit again, because it all turned tits up with our previous leadership group. Luckily they're all out of the club now, but we're just doing the same mistakes again. I know it's all nice and democratic, but I hate football being a democracy. I love people being live and let live and peace on earth, but there are times you do need a gaffer, and football is one of them bloody times you need a gaffer. So no power to the people in the dressing room. You do what the bloody boss says. He sets the tone, you do it. And if you don't do what he's asked you to, which they haven't been doing for the last few games, there's going to be repercussions. That's the way it's got to be. So look, I'm finding it confusing the way some fans seem happy. They're rubbing their hands at our disappointment instead of just being a bit gutted, a bit sad. That's what I've kind of gone even past that. I'm to the point of like hysterical, who gives a fuck laughter, because it's just all dire at the moment. You know, we're potentially a month away from our season being completely crap if Villa bung us out the club, if we don't beat Hoffenheim, which I don't think we will, because I think our players are put off by opposing fans. Oh, they're shouting mean things at us. I don't get it. Hostile atmosphere. I can't play football. Teams of old, back in the day in Tottenham, they used to fire them up. That's why we were so good in European competitions. The years that we didn't win anything, we would still go pretty deep in the damn thing and have some fine results on the way, on the road and at home. So we might bugger that up, and then we might lose the return semi-final leg against Liverpool. That's it, season gone. Let's see what happens next season. But I don't know what a new manager's going to do that's going to change it around. Like I say, new manager will come in, you'll get 6 months of good stuff, and then a year of shit, and then the cycle continues. So that's why I want to stick with Ange. I want to see him plough through it. It seems he's willing to accept the task. He's not just going by the numbers. His heart seems to be still in the job as far as I'm concerned, not like Conte was before him. I think Jose wanted to hang around. I think Poch wanted to hang around, but the fans didn't want it, so Levy capitulated to the fans' desires. And I don't want to do it again. I want us to plough through, get some players back, and then see what happens. Whether it will work or not, bugger if I know, because at the moment this is Tottenham Hotspur. This is who we are, mate. And that's all I've got to say. Peace and love, and come on you Spurs.